NC State selected. Spreads. Hirsch. Dogs. 4. Dogs selected. Ready. Away team selection Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. We've reached week 9 of the EA Sports college football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Entering play call, Ncaa, college kick return.
And the Yellow Jackets headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for space. It's Fletcher. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position.
Favorites, Power 6 category, base 1v6, run outside.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Makes a catch at the 10. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Canes Hurricanes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end, covering passes. But when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They'll move the wide receiver. Ncaa from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it down the field. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
The Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. Makes a grab and room to run. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
We have 5 options. Cover 6 is selected. Base run B6-1.
So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The run inside, it's Hosley. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Run game is good, balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll run play action. Quarterback moving. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, he set his offense up at the 30.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some...
Entering paused screen, you have 9 options. Resume is selected. Entering
this possession, we've got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding and get the ball back to our offense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to the ground with the running back. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Play call.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short.
Max up. Max protect.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Could be an alley. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cage! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stops at the 18.
Categories. We have 5 options. Cover 6 is selected. Base from D6.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. On the option. The keeper. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
Categories. You have 9 options. Inside zone is selected.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go right back to him. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return.
Favorites. There are 6 categories. You have 5 options. Base from D6.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Well, they dial up on second and a long way to go. They'll run the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got it. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be fourth down.
Strategy option is set to good. Coach suggests there are 6 categories.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Yes.
Makes makes the catch, converts on 4th down, and still on his feet.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Miami! And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
There are 6 categories. We have 9 options. Single blitz is selected. Base run usage.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Hosley. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. About to start the second period here. Holly, what have you got on the weather?
Well, guys, as I mentioned, early in that first quarter, there was some rain. But the bad news, it is getting very heavy right now. Players are starting to rush and grab their jackets, trying to get towels to dry off the ball. Things are starting to get a little bit crazy down here on the sideline as the rain is really coming down. Guys?
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The play action fake. Looking to scramble. Connection to the right. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
That's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
On the option, he'll try to get to the marker himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like, they go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
There are 6 categories. You have 9
They've
options.
already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Across the 25, he's got room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, King!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Categories. We have 9 options. Cover 6 is selected. Base run D6.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Trying to beat the D deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Hurricane! Stealing a score on special teams.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stops.
Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. You have well-watched. Recent favorites. There are 6 categories. You have 5
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision now.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Here comes the heat. Working that left side now. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
Man, I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Maybe some room here. Plows through the defense. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that ball. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
Well, I think the coach coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
There are 6 categories. You have 5 options. Cover 6 is selected. Base run B6.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Hold and fired complete. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Flying out to the left. He's at the 30. The 10. To the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
There are 6 categories.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Goals is selected.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Fletcher. Breaks into the open. The 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cade. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quick release by the QB. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. There he goes. Open it up. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards.
9 options. HV stretch is selected.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running to the left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Finding an escape route. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there.
Categories. You have 5 options. Cover 6 is selected.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive firing. Right down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Recent favorites. There are 6 categories. You have 5 options. Cover 6 is selected.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
A shot toward the end zone. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down, playing the pass, now forcing a second down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on first down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. First up, a look at Michigan in their matchup against the number 2 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Wolverines with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. Make it now 6 straight victories for this team in what's turning into a very notable season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
Favorites. There are 6 categories. You have 5 options. Cover 6 is selected.
Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Here comes the option. Quarterback keep. He'll pitch it. Rumbles up to the 27 before going out of bounds, and the running game gets it done there.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46.
Categories. You have 24 options. Zigunder is selected.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. On the ground, it's Fletcher. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
Might have a chance. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time...
There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Miami. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Wide receiver comes in motion. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Right on 2 men.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Complete to the left. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
There are 6 categories.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Makes the catch, it's Harris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Off play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Favorites, there are 6 categories. You have
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch, crawl, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to.
There he goes. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes...
There's a crease. The tag. And he scored. Touchdown, Cage. Into the end zone for the 7th time in this game.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
There are 6 categories. You have 5 options. Cover 6 is selected.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them.
Finding headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Canes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Here's Brown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone.
Recent, there are 6 categories. You have 9 options.
Switbacks here.
3 buzzer selected.
The run inside. It's Hosley. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Wide open spaces. The 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
There are 6 categories.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
There are 8 categories. You have 9 options. HD stretches.
And the Hurricanes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Trying to run, it's Fletcher. Fights off the defender. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Using his legs, it's Fletcher. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. They'll run with Brown. Looking for the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. Goes to the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Entering play call.
Really good job by this defense. Understanding responsibility football. Playing the first option. Playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. They'll run the option. Keeps it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds.
HB stretch is selected.
And Cane's offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here.
Racing to the right. Inside the... And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he makes the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Smith. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Categories will have 9 options. Single blitz is selected. Favorites, precinct, there are 6 categories. You have 9 options. Single blitz is selected. Base run B6.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's made. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Looking down the middle. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. And a sure tackle after the completion, and he stopped short.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Counter Y is selected. Entering post-game screen, you have 3 options. Your highlights is selected. Entering weekly event summary screen. Entering screen. Entering screen. Entering screen.